Welcome back, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 8th. There's a bunch of news out here for you today. Altador Cup and refresh rules and this picture. And why I say this picture is because if this picture makes you angry in any way, do not watch the end of the video. I'm going to talk about my opinions. We're all entitled to opinions. Do not watch the end of the video. Or just turn this off right now. Altador Cup scaled back to begin June 3rd. So this is basically advent calendar over 19 days. That's what Altador Cup has turned into. I know some people were upset about it. That is because Neopets is talking about the Void Within coming back. They're talking about the elusive Varwolf and Altador Cup, and they want to make Altador Cup better. At this time, they don't have the ability to do so because doing all that other stuff, behind the scenes work, including our devs, artists, designers, and QA. I told you in real life, that's what I actually do. I am what they call the business. I write requirements for these people. They make it happen. And I've told people in real life that to move a box on a screen is a lot more effort than you could ever imagine. You would just think some guy just, drags his mouse, moves it on the screen, and that is it. Voila. There you go. But it is not that. It is not that. There's testers that are involved, release dates, and all this stuff. Yeah, and you can imagine what happens with an entire plot. One's with puzzles, one with a battling element, uh, whatever you call the hospital. Yeah, just all that gathering and delivering it to fulfill a quest. Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff actually happening, and they want to make it better. And when you think about Outdoor Cup, year after year, it's the same year after year. And how fun is that for everybody on the site? Not me. I get on here and you can just see my my actual profile littered littered with participation cup trophies. And why do I do that? Well, for one, my main account was gone and I just didn't really care about it as much anymore. Yeah, it's just not so good. So I basically gave up on Outdoor Cup because who wants to sit there for hundreds of hours or what felt like hundreds of hours anyways, just playing the same game over and over again. That was not fun. But I get it. People did enjoy that. So I'm not taking that away from you. So what they're doing anyways is they're doing a scaled down version. As mentioned before, you just log in, you claim some prizes, you could read some lore on the 19 different teams, and then just make sure to claim all the prizes if you're premium before June 30th. Or, I mean, I would say everybody should claim it, but if you do not claim it by June 30th, premium prizes are gone, but the other prizes will remain until Altador Cup 2026, which is actually nice. I would have turned it off after 2 months, but this is probably a lot easier for them just because, as you know, the Altador Cup prize shops are open all the way through the year. You have until May 31st to use your points from the 2024 Altador Cup. So make sure to do that and the staff shop. I always hated claiming those because, there's always that one where it's like maybe you have 4 points left or 14, some odd amount, and it's just annoying just to even click it because they don't make it easy to actually claim those prizes. It's actually annoying how many, just that one extra click or two extra clicks and the time it takes in between waiting for that to load up just it takes all the fun. The act of doing that is annoying. All right, so new avatar and refreshed rules. So new avatar has been released today. You can find that on the rules page. That's all you have to do. It's actually this nice shiny badge. Actually, looks really cool. I do like it. I like the shine and everything. So here is a breakdown of the new sections for the refresh rules. And to me, I thought everybody just knew this and it doesn't need to actually be written down. But here we are in 2025. Neopets is for everyone. Neopets values equity, inclusivity, and diversity. No cheating, no exceptions. Treat all players with respect. Follow account limits and restrictions. Be kind to the Neopets team. Protect your account. Stealing is prohibited. Respectful communication is mandatory. Disciplinary action will be taken. Older rules that discourage LGBTQIA plus identities from sharing have been taken off the books. And additions like officially writing down transphobia as against the rules. You can also go here and see about this task force. Attention Neopians, we're launching Neopian Task Force Play Fair to combat cheating and make Neopia a fun and fair place for everyone. This means rolling out some serious updates. Revised site rules, we got new report a player ticket category, proactive monitoring and enforcement, enhanced account security, Advanced detection against bots and automation. Join the task force now. All right, so I do have that over here. Let me bring it up for you. There it is. The Neopian Task Force unites to combat cheating. They have all these different sections. The Neopian Task Force rises. Our pledge. Updated site rules. There you go. New report a player ticket category. So if you open this up, go down here, report a player. Voila, you got that. And we do not accept and are unable to verify external screenshots. So they actually do have a bunch of rules that go with it. People were afraid. Oh, the zoom in finally works. People are afraid that there's going to be people that got mass reported as what happened back in the day and got people. False reports will be penalized. Okay, so just know that. And here's all the rest of it. What is this? Combat account hacking. Yeah, fighting bots and automation. I know people have been waiting for this for quite a while. They've been talking about it, and it disrupts the Neopian economy. Hey, by the way, as mentioned before, all you need to do is limit the amount of bank interest you get every day. Take it down from like the 600 plus down to 100 max, and we're good. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, Neopets. Man, it's almost like you don't know that inflation is caused by an ever increasing deal point supply. If you realize that, then you should realize where 500,000 of it comes from every day just by logging in. Well, I say 500 because 100 max limit. You can help. You can join. You can join in and help protect the game. Play fair. Report suspicious activities. Say no to real world trading. Spread the word. The future of fair play. There you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna get back here to this picture, and this is the point in this video where I say, if this picture annoys you in any way whatsoever, you need to turn this video off. You don't have to, but just know that it might actually make you upset. Okay. So I gave you 5 seconds from now. I'm looking at my thing. Let's just wait 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Here we go. This thing annoyed the heck out of me. As in, like, what people had comments wise on Neopets Nation. On Neopets Nation, they had to delete a bunch of comments because people don't know how to respect one another. Okay, like the people kept using this acronym ACAB. People said neo-narcs, all this other stuff. It is absolutely insane to me, right? Like you know, based off this right here, that Neopets cannot be everywhere. They don't have a million staff. They cannot monitor the website. Things slip through their cracks. And I know when people say slip through the cracks, well, they'll probably say, well, a lot slipped through the cracks. Well, that's the nature of the website. Look at the website right now and tell me that they can just do everything your heart desires. It is impossible to actually have that happen. So if you wanted, you know, possibly possibly that people to get, their accounts banned for cheating, for like auto buying, all that stuff. Here's one way to actually do it. People not respecting each other, not communicating uh, effectively and respectfully. There's a way to actually do this now. And as shown on here, they will take a look, and if false reports, you will get in trouble for that. So you can't just say whatever you want and report people and mass report them and get them just gone. They will look into it. We just have to believe that that's how that's going to work out. But when I started seeing people write the ACAB and all that stuff, I just lost it. Like I didn't throw anything or anything like that. It just really ticked me off because I mentioned before I went to a Renaissance fair and it was a comedy show. And the dude starts talking politics. I went to an eye doctor appointment. I am not even joking with you. I went to an eye doctor. The assistant was sitting there talking to me. I'm over here trying to figure out the letters and the numbers that are on the wall across from me. And this dude starts talking politics. I'm like, what is going on here with the people? I don't understand what's happening. And so I will say a life story right now. Right. So I've definitely been pulled over twice by cops. And I have definitely been mistreated during those two stops. And I will never say ACAB, never going to come out of my mouth in the way that it's people are meaning it. Right. I'm saying it now, but that's just because of the purpose of the video. But there was a point in my life in high school when three guys in the middle of the night tried to break into our house. They tried to open every window, they tried to open every door, they did climb on the air conditioning unit to try to get onto the second floor. It was one of the scariest times of my life. My dad was not home at the time. It was just my family. He was in Vietnam. Yeah, he was in Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese. So I can understand this whole minority thing when people bring it up. And my mom woke us all up, turned all the lights on, and I grabbed knives because we're going to defend ourselves should anyone come through the door. But we didn't have to. You know why? Because we called the police. And 3 minutes later, they showed up. They chased these dudes throughout the streets. They had the spotlights on. They were running up and down to get these guys. So I am very thankful for the police, and I will never group them up together and say, all. That is never going to happen. Every group has a bad egg in it. And people will be like, well, there's a lot of bad eggs. Well, you know what? You can't really say that. Because you know how many people are on the police? It's just insane to me. You remember this right here, which they just showed you the rules about Neopets, about treat all, they say players, but I'm going to say people. Treat all people with respect. So this applies right here too, right? Like these people are the people I would call if anything were to ever happen in real life, right? Like no matter what. Like I don't know who everybody else is calling, all those people that with those comments, who you calling if someone's breaking into your house, or maybe you don't have that problem where people try to break in your house. Maybe you live and like a happy world on the in society that no one's ever going to try and break in your house. But I've lived in a place where potentially you will get robbed. All right, like that's just how it is, and you have to defend yourself or rely on other people to help you out. The other side of this is like I look at this bunny, and throughout the world there's police, there's security, there's task force, whatever you want to call them. There's people out there that wear a uniform that try to protect you. That's just the sign of that. When people are saying like this is tone deaf for this outfit, and I'm like, what is actually happening here? Like, are you how far gone are some people that you can't even just have a bunny with an outfit on just about a task force to say play fair? Like that's where I'm at. I don't get it. 2025 is some crazy times. And as mentioned before, I've definitely felt mistreated the two run-ins I've had with the police. But in the end of the day, I'm never going to say that overall every one of them are bad because that's not true, and that's a unfair way to group them together. They do a lot of good. I've met a couple in my real life that has made a positive impact on me, and I'm not even going to tell you why, but they definitely have. So it's just messed up that every time this something like this comes up, like it's just Neopets is just a place that you should be having fun, talking to each other. Like you see me on general boards, just looking for fun topics. And not to say that there aren't real world issues, but I don't think I want to. We're gonna solve them all in Neopets. That's not what's going to happen here. Just trying to make it a better place. They just want to combat cheating, as this picture has described here. It makes me sad, but I'm not gonna get sad over it. Why? Because it's not worth my time and energy to feel that way. I'm gonna enjoy my time on Neopets. I'm gonna enjoy my time here with you. Uh, I hopefully you just have an amazing day. I'm gonna do my dailies at some point during the day, but I am not going to do it now. I don't have the time. This is my fourth time recording this video because at the end here I just get really mad. And I could edit out like a proper YouTuber, but I'm not. I just decided to restart this video over and over again. There we are. And that's why my voice kind of hurts now because I am totally needing a drink of water. But make sure you stay happy. Make sure you hydrate up and make sure you have a lot of fun. Don't let people get you down about politics and whatever else in the world. There's a lot of good out there. There's a lot of good people out there. There's some that aren't, and we'll weed them out. But at the very least, try to enjoy yourselves. I will see you all tomorrow. Have fun. Bye.